Did you know that Kenosha just ranked the number 3 spot for the hottest housing markets in America? Yep, number 3 in the entire country.
And no, it's not because we bribed somebody. But once you see what's happening here, you'll understand just why buyers are rushing to move here to Kenosha. If you're thinking about buying or selling or investing here in the Kenosha area, make sure that you give us a call or shoot us a text at 262-331-1621 or visit our website at chadscottrealty.com. We're here and happy to help you anytime that you're ready.
So there's a reason why Kenosha is getting and gaining the attention nationally. It's because of the affordability. If you notice that Midwest houses or the housing markets are actually cheaper compared to the West and or the Northeast of our country. So the people are flocking towards the Midwest, specifically in Kenosha because of the affordability. So Kenosha is also getting recognized because the location of the city in itself. Kenosha is right in between the two major hubs of work, Milwaukee and Chicago. So they're both 45 minutes from this location. So it's a good central location, and that is another reason why people are moving over here. Plus, it is cheaper to live here in Kenosha and commute to the different major cities. And it is still a hot seller's market here in Kenosha.
And let's not forget about the lifestyle aspect too. People love the lifestyle of the Kenosha area. Lots of things to do. Even in the wintertime, there's always some kind of festival, something to do around town. And you're not too far away from, like Aalia said, Milwaukee or Chicago. So if you want to catch a play in one of the bigger cities, it's an easy commute to either city to catch a Broadway show in Chicago or Milwaukee.
Exactly.
And these metrics aren't just pulled out of thin air. They are real data-based metrics that are based on demand and inventory and price movement that the National Association of Realtors pulled out of real sales data and real data that's based on pricing and stuff.
So the median, so why Kenosha is still ranked number 3, here's the data behind it. So the median prices trends are still kind of like competitive, but they are still steadily rising. The Kenosha median price of a home is about $275,000 versus the median price in Chicago, which is $340,000 or more.
Inventory levels here in the Kenosha area are still extremely tight. They have been tight for several years. We just don't have enough houses to go around for all the buyers that live in the market. And if the house is priced right, it's still selling super fast, like within days, maybe even hours. The house is priced right. Those houses are selling like wildfire.
So you're still seeing those multiple offers that we saw like earlier this year. So it is definitely a strong buyer demand from both Wisconsin and Illinois. So we see buyers coming from Illinois relocating and buyers wanting to stay in Wisconsin. One, because of the affordability as well as the commutes.
Those homes that are priced at $350,000 and under, man, those homes, Aalia, they are just selling like crazy. So if you think your home is valued at the $350,000 price or under, and you're even thinking about selling for whatever reason, contact us. We'll have that conversation, and we'll tell you what you could possibly make on the sale of your home. Because I can almost guarantee you that your house will sell almost instantly. Those houses are in really high demand, and they're selling like crazy right now.
We just listed a house in the West Side, was a West Side Ranch, and actually we had 18 showings in 48 hours. So seller's market is still here.
Affordability in Kenosha compared to other nearby markets such as Chicago is like buying a brand new 2-bedroom apartment compared to a studio apartment. You get so much more house here in the Kenosha area than you would in the Chicago metro market area. Houses here in the Kenosha area are so much cheaper compared to the Chicagoland area. It's really crazy what you can get here in the Kenosha area versus the Chicagoland area.
So let's think about it. Here in Kenosha or Wisconsin, the tax difference between Wisconsin and Illinois is considerably less, which translates to the lower cost of living than Illinois.
Your property taxes here in Wisconsin are cheaper. Your sales tax is cheaper. Our sales tax here in Kenosha County and Racine County is only 5.5% compared to Illinois. I think Lake County is at 8%, 9%, something like that. And then Chicago is like 11 or 12% sales tax. So right there, you're saving a bunch of money right away on your everyday essentials when you go to the grocery store and stuff like that. Just everyday essentials like your energy costs are cheaper here in Wisconsin than they are in Illinois.
Mm-hmm. So the price per square foot, meaning that you can get more house than for your money, is actually the average is less than $200 for existing homes. So that is actually quite a bit of affordability ratio there.
A lot of savings they can get here in the Kenosha area versus the Chicago metro area. So as Aalia had said before, Kenosha is in the perfect location for anybody that wants to still work in the Chicago area or even Milwaukee area, but live in that slower pace of life like the Kenosha area, but still make the bigger money in the Chicago metro area or Milwaukee metro area. They'll pay a little bit less of money for the cost of living and the housing costs because we're only about 45 minutes to an hour from Chicago and only about 40 to 45 minutes away from downtown Milwaukee. So you're not too far away from either major city.
Nope. And this is a sweet spot for the commuters because for anyone who wants the big city access without the big city chaos, this is the place to be.
And don't forget, we've said it multiple times before in our other videos. You have the metro access in downtown Kenosha that take you right downtown Chicago. And it's an easy jump on the interstate on I-94 to get you up to Milwaukee.
And not only that, you get the closeness of Lake Michigan, the parks, there are plenty of parks here in Kenosha, the harbor, you just go down about 10 minutes and you're there at the harbor taking a walk with your loved one or not so loved one. There's a lot of events or festivals, a lot of restaurants that you can have date nights at. So.
And speaking of the harbor, if you happen to have a boat, it is so much cheaper to dock your boat here at the Kenosha Harbor than even the Milwaukee Harbor, and definitely a lot cheaper than the Chicago Harbor. So if you happen to have a boat, you need some place to dock it at, consider the Kenosha Harbor up here. So let's talk about some job growth and economic investments here in the Kenosha area. So there's lots of places that are still investing here in the Kenosha Racine area. We have places like Eli Lilly, the pharmaceutical company that just announced they're expanding their pharmaceutical plants here in the Kenosha, Bristol area. They're building a whole new big campus. They're expanding a big warehouse space and corporate headquarters here. Uline is still growing here. Microsoft wants to put a data center here, although there's some local pushback against that, so we'll see if that actually happens or not.
So here in Kenosha, we actually have two different types of hospital systems that are kind of continually growing and growing the medical infrastructure that is needed for the citizens here in this city. All right, so we actually had a couple relocating here from Illinois because one works actually hybrid in Chicago and the other one took a job in Racine. So this was a good location for them to settle in because one, they didn't want to continue to drive that long commute up into Chicago and or like the Racine area because there's no correct area that was a perfect area like Kenosha.
So let's talk about some of the communities here in Kenosha. We've talked extensively about the neighborhoods and communities on our channel before, but let's reiterate that. If you're looking for a well-established, very Kenosha-y community here, you want to check out the north side of Kenosha. It's a very long-established community here that's very Kenosha-esque, I guess you could say. You have a lot of older families there that have been here in Kenosha for generations, with older houses that have been here for a really long time. It's a very tight-knit community of people that just know Kenosha like the back of their hand and can show you around town easily and will welcome you into the community with open arms.
So, and let's look at the west side of Kenosha. So if you're actually looking for a newer construction, that is the place to look. However, the west side is actually closer to the expressway. So if you are a relocator and still are working at outlying areas of Kenosha, that is a perfect area to actually settle in. And there's downtown and Harbor Park. If you love the greenery and the scenery of the lake, that is where you are going to look. However, it is a little higher price point in that aspect because of the fact that the location to the lake Michigan kind of plays into a part. And don't forget the lake effect snow.
Downtown's also where all the action's at. You know, if you want to be part of all the festivals that happen every spring and summer, downtown's where 99% of all the festivals and action happen at here in Kenosha. If you're looking for a newer subdivision, you know, like the Highland Estates that's going on right now, then you want to check out the Pleasant Prairie area, or maybe even a little bit west of the interstate, like the Bristol area or Paddock Lake area. They have some of the newer subdivisions that are going in right now in the Kenosha racing areas. So what's this mean for buyers that are looking to buy here in the Kenosha area in 2025? Well, inventory right now is really tight. Houses are moving really fast and selling within days of in the market if they're priced right. So if you're a buyer who's looking to buy here in the Kenosha area, it means that you have to get that pre-approval and have it in hand when you start looking at houses. Don't wait to get that pre-approval. Make sure that you have it ready so that when you start looking at houses and you find that house that's right for you and your family, and you fall in love with it, you have it in hand and you're ready to make that strong offer the first time and put it in right away.
And also to expect some competition, especially at houses that are under $400,000, just because a lot of the buyers are only looking in that price point. So expect that competition. Also work with agents who actually know the local inventory so that you are informed locally of exactly what's happening.
It's us, by the way, in case you didn't know that. Make sure that you call Aalia and I, 262-331-1621.
Or visit our website at chadscottrealty.com.
So what's this mean for sellers? It means that we have really strong demand still, and that means that you have to price your house to sell. It means that you can't put that price on there that you want to sell. It means that if your neighbor's house, 3 houses down, sold for
$500,000.
2 years ago, it doesn't mean that you're going to get that price today in today's market. It means that you have to listen to your realtor and say, if your realtor says that it's only worth $400,000 today, you have to actually listen to your realtor because the market has changed a little bit in the last 2 years.
Because if homes are priced correctly, they will move fast. And take that opportunity to actually maximize your equity at that moment.
Aalia and I, we pay attention to the market, we pay attention to what it's actually doing in real time, and we know what the market's doing. Mm-hmm. So we will tell you how to price your house correctly and make sure that you put the most amount of money in your pocket on that closing day. And
since we were two realtors that actually know what the local market is happening, just listen to us about your pricing strategies that will benefit you.
So Kenosha is ranked number 3 because of strong demand,
affordability,
location between Chicago and Milwaukee,
the lifestyle and the quality of life that it offers,
and really strong economic growth that's still happening.
Kenosha is becoming the major destination, and the momentum isn't really slowing down.
We don't see the momentum slowing down here anytime soon. So if you're thinking about moving, investing, or selling here in the Kenosha area, make sure they give us a call or shoot us a text at 262-331-1621 or visit our website at chadscottrealty.com. And we're ready to help you out.
And check out our video on the top 5 neighborhoods in Kenosha. It'll help you understand which neighborhood that might be best for you and your family.